Hi, this is Tamara from mooglyblog.com, and in this series of videos, I'm going to be demonstrating how to crochet the Odds Are Shawl, which is a free pattern you'll find in parts on mooglyblog.com. This pattern is being featured as our crochet along of the month for January 2025, again on mooglyblog.com. Please go to the link in the description for the written pattern so you can follow along and make the shawl along with the video. And now we're ready to begin section 3 and row 42. For row 42, we're going to begin again with a chainless starting double crochet. So I'll pull up my loop to the height of a double crochet and get that made right here in my first stitch. And again, I'm going to be using stitch markers in the first stitch of every row to help me keep my place. So we slide that right in there. There we go. And now we go back to our instructions. We double crochet again in that first stitch. Then we work something called a wrapped double crochet around the previous stitch. So this is a standard double crochet, but instead of working it into another stitch, we're sort of going to go almost like a post stitch right around the stitch we just made. Right around the post of it itself, just like for a front post double crochet. There we go, like so. You can see it looks a little different than a post stitch, which is why we don't call it a post stitch, but it is wrapped around the post of the previous stitch. Then we are going to skip the next stitch. Then we begin our repeat, which begins with the asterisk for row 42. Double crochet in the next stitch, so make sure we're skipping one there. Double crochet in the next, like so. Then wrapped double crochet around that stitch, so we go right around it from the front, like so, and then skip the next stitch. And we're going to do this all the way across. Double crochet, flip a little more yarn if needed, double crochet around the stitch you just made. Make sure we get a double crochet there. Sometimes it really wants to be a half double crochet. There we go. Then skip the next stitch. And we're going to continue to do this all the way across, leaving that last stitch unworked. So I'll see you when we get to the end of row 42. So here we are at the end of row 42, and you can see that beautiful texture that that wrapped stitch has created. And here we are right at the end. We've got our last double crochet, wrapped double crochet, we've skipped the next stitch, and then we leave that last stitch unworked. So it kind of looks like those last two stitches are unworked there. That one right there is part of our repeat, and then we leave that last one. So I just wanted to make sure to point that out so it didn't confuse you. For the next row, row 43, it's just like all our odd rows so far. We're going to start with a chainless starting double crochet in our first stitch. Let me get that straightened out here. There we go. Put that right in our first stitch. And again, we can move that stitch marker up, or if you want to, since this is our sort of decreasing side, you can leave each one there if you'd like. We will be coming back to those stitches, but I'm just going to use it right now to mark this one. And now I'm going to continue to double crochet in each stitch across until we have one stitch left, and be sure to put 3 double crochets in that very last stitch. And now I have finished row 43. Simply double crochet all the way across, finishing with 3 double crochets in that very last stitch so we can continue our increasing along this edge. So now for section 3, we simply repeat rows 42 and 43 until we've worked a grand total of 61 rows. That's 61 rows counting from the very beginning. And this is what your shawl should look like after you've finished section 3 and worked a total of 61 rows. Remember, that finishes us on a solid double crochet row, not on one of the wrapped stitch rows. So now you can start to really see the beautiful color progression that we get with this yarn, and we're ready to begin section 4. And that's how to crochet the Odds Are shawl. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check the description for the link to the written pattern, or go to your favorite search engine and simply type in Moogly Odds Are Shawl, and it's likely to pop right up. Again, thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.